Hello guys, welcome back. So this video we're going to develop a landing page for a game called Life in the Machine. So Life in the Machine is one of my games, so I launched it recently, so for which I built a landing page as well. So this is the landing page. um, so we're going to develop it now. So it has its own the splash screen, and it has two badges, one for Play Store. If I click on the Play Store, it takes me to the Play Store, and if I click on the itch.io, it will take me to the itch.io page. Okay, so it also has a trailer with some introduction text about the game, and you have three videos, gameplay videos. If I click on them, it will play the video from the YouTube. Okay, so like in the last video, we have seen how to play videos from the web page itself. I mean, we add the videos in the public folder and we play them in the background, right? So in this video we'll use iframes to play the videos or fetch the videos from YouTube itself instead of adding videos in the public folder. So it will save a lot of time, lot of space. And also I have added few screenshots, and also at the bottom you will see get it on Google Play and these two badges. So if I make it small, okay, so if I make it small, so this is how it's going to look in the phone. Okay, so all the row is going to be transformed into a column, right? So even the trailer, it has moved to top and the text is at the bottom. So let's see what happens if I increase the size of the screen. So this is for iPad, so it has the similar look as phone. So if I make it as a big mid screen, so because we have space now, you can see the videos has adjusted in 2 rows, and the next video has moved to the next row, and it will be the same, and this thing will come back to normal. You see that? So if I increase the width of the screen, the video goes to the left and text goes to the right. So same thing with this one. If you have more space, you see that it transforms from column view to the row view. Alright, so that is all about the introduction. Let's go to the TailwindCSS. So like other videos, I'm going to use Nextjs and TailwindCSS to build the project. Okay, so once you go to the TailwindCSS, go to the installation and click on Nextjs. So copy this text. So it's the same as we are looking at in every project. So change the my project to whatever you want to. So I will change it to Life in the Machine. Okay, so it creates the folder here, and yes, of course. So once it creates the folder, we will cd into that folder and start working on the development. So we are also going to use some custom font. So this is the font, this is a custom font where I imported from Google Fonts. So I'll go to the Google Fonts. I used a font called Arima Madurai. So let's open this one. So it is still getting installed. So in the meanwhile, let's select the fonts. Okay, so once you select all the fonts, you just need to go to import and copy this and paste it in the folder. We'll see how to do it. We'll let the installation get completed. It's almost done. Okay, right, once you install the folder, the project, now you'll have to, so you can ignore all of this because Tailwind already creates all these files, all these settings, so you don't need to look at that. So by default you will have Tailwind CSS, tailwind.css, this folder, this file you will have to replace it with the style global CSS if you want to use a custom font. Here we are going to use a custom font. Okay, the installation is done, so let me open the folder. Live in the machine. Okay, let me open the terminal first. So if you click on Ctrl J, it will open the terminal. So type npm run dev. So if I go to pages, under in the underscore app.js, you will see Tailwind CSS, tailwind.css. We will have to replace this file with our own custom CSS file because we are going to use a custom font. Otherwise you can keep it as it is. So I'll create a folder called styles. Under styles I'll create a folder file name called globals.css. okay, so it says you will have to create styles globals.css. so the name is up to you, but it's let's follow the nomenclature provided by the Tailwind CSS. okay, so after that you'll have to copy this one, paste it here. Okay, and also you'll have to copy this one and go to app.js and paste this one. Okay, you just need to replace the former file with the new file. Okay, that's all. Now we need to import the custom file, a custom font. So copy this import, go to global CSS, paste it here. Okay, now you'll have to go to tailwind.config.js. so under themes, go to extend. Here you have to type family, font family, I'll call it as Arima, and the family name is Arima Madurai. Copy this one, paste it here. Okay, done. So let me open the localhost 3000. So I'm going faster because we have already seen a lot of web development so far. So I hope you're following the previous you're following from the previous videos. Even though this is your first video, that's fine. You should be able to follow up with that. Okay, so when I open the localhost, you can see there is a default page from Nextjs. So first let's see whether our custom font is working. So I go to index.js, so everything is in the index.js. So here what I will do, I'll add the font of Arima. Okay, save it and let's see. You see that? So the complete text is transformed to our custom font. Okay, so it's working fine. So let me remove everything and we'll start the coding freshly. Items into list. Okay, so first let's change the title. So as of now you'll see create next app, right? So the title is create next app. Let me change it to life in the machine. So you can see the title is changed to life in the machine and localhost is, and the entire page is blank. So let's also change the favy icon. Where is the icon? Yeah, this is the one. So I'll copy this icon into the public folder of the project. So instead of favy icon, the file name is life in the machine.png, right? Okay, you see that the icon is replaced with our custom icon and the name of the game is visible now. Okay, so we'll also copy the public files of life in the machine and paste it into our folder so that in the later use we would require them. Okay, this one. So let me close it, it's getting confused. Okay, all right. So the first one is we're going to add this the splash screen. Okay, so first one is, let's create the sections first. First one is the header with the splash screen, and the second one is the trailer with the text, and the third one is gameplay videos. Okay, and the fourth one is screenshots. Oh, okay. After header, actually we have the badges, and also at the end we have badges as well. Okay, so let's start building the project now. So for the first one is the header. So first we need to import the splash screen. So in the public, the name of the splash is splash.png. So let's call it in the same way, splash from // and you will get the drop down and go to public and /splash.png. okay, so now we are going to import it with the image property of the Nextjs. I should be capital. Okay, so we'll have to give the source. Source is splash, and we'll have to give the width and height. Width, let's give it as 1024. Height 500. Okay, so as we are using the image image function, image property of Nextjs, we'll have to import that as well. So let's import that image from next/image. Okay, let's see how it looks like. Okay, cool. So we got the page now. Now we need to remove the gap at the top, and we'll start customizing everything. So first, this is column, justify center. Okay, done. Okay, so this is good. So I want to change the background to this color. So let me quickly pick up the background. Okay, so this is the background color. Let me copy that. So Tailwind has a lot of colors, but I want to use my custom color. So for that I will go to tailwind.config.js. So here, after family font, I'll use another module called colors. Here I'll call it as life in the machine blue. Okay, just paste it here, and when I type here, I should be getting the background of pg hyphen right. Cool, right? So we got the background color. So don't worry about the white background here, so we'll slowly build that as well. Okay, so the first one, header, is done. So now we have to build the badges. Okay, so now the next module is badges. So for that, we have the Google Play badge making. Okay, so this is a web page where you can simply one second, let me open the game again. Okay, yeah, copy the game link, go to the badges, right, paste it here, and this is the one. Copy this one, go back to your VS Code, paste it here. Save it. Okay, you see that? If you click on this one, it will take you to the game page. Done. Okay, so we'll have to import the itch.io badge. Itch.io doesn't have the similar method of importing the badge, so they are providing the badges. So I already downloaded the badge, so let's copy that. I'll have to paste it in the right here in the public folder, and we just need to import the image and hyperlink that. Okay, so before that, let's create a container. Okay, I placed the first badge here. Let me reduce the size of the badge first. Width, let's make it maybe 300. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, so this has become small. For now, let's keep it. So let's import the second one. So So I will use the import image property of Nextjs, and before that we'll have to import the image from the public folder, right? So instead of splash I'll call it as it, and this one is the name of the badge in the folder, right? So this is the one, badge.png. okay, so image source will be it, and width let's make it 300, same as Play Store badge. Okay, it's not looking good, but that's fine. We're going to move it to now this is in column, so we'll move it to row so that it will be side by side. So in dev, let's create a class flex of row. Okay, now it is side by side. Also let's reduce the height of this one, the each badge. Let's make it maybe 80. okay, it's looking much better now, right? Let's reduce the width is fine. Actually these two badges are different. This is more rectangular than the itch.io. okay, so let's try to adjust that. So if I make the height as 50, I think you still need to reduce the height. Let's reduce the width as well to 200. Why the height is not getting reduced? This height HEIGHT, correct? I'll do one thing, let me give some space. Let me add the margin so that we'll see the bottom as well. Okay. Available on itch.io. Okay, it's working fine. It is not getting reduced. Okay, let's align both of them first. So I'll keep them items at center, and also I'll keep them at the center of the screen. So now let's fix the height. Okay, so let's make it for 70, maybe 80. $75. okay, fine. So Play Store, if I click on this, it will take me to the game page. But I want to open it in the new tab, not on the same one. Let me see if it is still recording. Okay, it is still recording, fine. So for that, simply we need to add a target equal to underscore blank, right? Let's also add the hyperlink for the image one, I mean for the itch page. Okay, so href is equal to okay, so let's pick it from here. copy this one, close it, paste it here. Okay, also let's add the target underscore blank. Okay, if I click on itch.io, it is taking me to the itch page, and if I click on Google Play, it is taking me to the Google Play. Alright, done. So badges are done. So let's build the trailer now. Okay, now we are going to build the trailer. Let me close unnecessary items. Also let me close the folders. Okay, so don't worry about the formatting. You can format it as you wish. So we'll quickly build the game, the page, and at the last, if we have time, we can look at the proper formatting. Okay, so now we're going to build the trailer page. So for trailer, let me get this link. One second. So we are going to use iFrame and embed the video into that. So if I click on share, you will get the option to embed. So copy this. Let me close this one, so we don't need it anymore. Okay, so paste it here. Okay, so we don't need all these properties. Till title, I'm going to remove everything. Okay, so let's see. Okay, you got the trailer now. Let's do one thing. At the top itself, I will add a margin of 10 at the bottom, not MY, MB, margin at bottom, so that you can see. Oh, okay, then let's not add it. Okay, let's remove it. Okay, we'll build each and everything step by step, that's fine. Okay, so here we can see the trailer now. So I want the text to be added, so let me copy the text. So I will use the paragraph container, so this is the one, paste. Okay, alright. Okay, so here is the text, right? So I want the text to be side to the trailer. So for that, let me create a container. So let's move both of them into this container. Okay, so let me call it as flex row, and items center. Let's see. Cool, right? Okay, so I want this to be at the center, and I don't want no, it's not much not looking good actually, so I want it to be placed in a proper way. So because I added item center, both of them are aligned at the center, so I want to keep them at the center of the screen. Okay, and I will give a width of full width, so both of them will have full width. And now let me make this way, so this will be only at the half of the screen. Okay, now you see that looking good, right? So let me add a gap between two. Okay, you have a little gap between both of them. And also I want the text to be white, so I will add the text as white at the top of the or on the top of the wrap container itself, so that we don't need to add it to each and every object. Okay, so this is done. Alright, so we need to make it mobile friendly. So now it is flex row. So if I make it small, so this is how it will be placed, but I don't want in this way. So if it is mobile, I want to move it to flex column. So flex row will be only if it is a mid screen. Okay, so mobile screen, you can see that, right? This is how it looks like. Or we can do one thing, instead of row column, we can simply make wrap. If I make it wrap, so the video will be fixed automatically, and this will be moved to, the text will be moved to the bottom of the screen. So if I make it big, so it comes back to this position. Okay, so again, the length of the text, we can change the length of the text. So by default it's half, but let's make it as 3/4 by default, and from small from small screen, let's make it half of the screen. Okay, so let's see if it is a mobile, then okay, so if it is mobile, let's make it full width. Okay, full width, but it will have a padding of 2 in the x-axis. Okay, so in the small, if it is a small screen, we don't need the padding, so it will be 0. Let me add a margin at bottom so that, okay, it got stuck. Let me see if it is recording. Yes, it is recording. So let me add the margin of 10 at the bottom. Okay, now we can see properly, right? So this is how it's going to look like in the mid screen and large screen. I think this is SM. Okay, good. Okay, so this one we need to fix it. If it is mid screen, let's small screen, if let's make it as 3/4. Okay, this is good. And if it is mid screen, let's make it as half. Okay, good, right? Done. Trailer is also done. So the badges are not looking good. Let's make them smaller. Let's give a full width. Let's reduce the width of this one, and also this it start page. Let's make it 55 of height. Maybe width should be 150 and height should be 45. Okay, height 50. Okay, so looking good. if I make it big, there is no issues. Okay, everything is good and looking fine. Alright, so let's go to the next section. So which is these promos. So yeah, next. So first we'll need a paragraph which says, hey, you got to see this. Okay, so and let's use the iframes. So let's open this one first. Click on share, embed, copy this one, paste it here. So we don't need all of these items till title, we can remove it. So let's keep the width and height as 500 because it's a square video. Let's copy paste 3 times. Okay, so let's do the same for the rest of the videos. So we don't need to paste do the same procedure for all the things. We just need to copy the video ID and replace the ID here. Okay, let's do the same for the third one. Copy the ID, paste it here. Okay, let's see how it looks like. Okay, you see all of them were imported here, so we just need to place them side by side. So for that I'll create a container. So let's move everything here and let's create one more container for the videos itself. So let's move all the iframes here. Okay, so this will be class name flex. Let's wrap this one, flex wrap, and at the top of the container let's give it as a full width and let's make it flex column, items center, justify center, and what else? Okay, let's keep it that way and let's see how it looks like. Okay, so the sizes of the images are too big, so that is why it's not fitting properly. So let's make it 300. Okay, this is good, right? Let's give a gap of 10, and even for this one let's give a gap of maybe 5. Okay, looking good. So let's add a margin of 10 on the y-axis at the top and bottom. Okay, so this is looking much better, right? So if I make it small screen, so everything goes into the column mode. You see that? So let's bring it to center of the screen. So simply we'll have to make the width as full and align items at center and justify center. That's all. Okay, you see that? Everything is good, right? So if I increase the screen size of the screen, it will adjust automatically. Okay, also let's make the text semi bold. So this will be okay, so this is font semi bold. Okay, fine. So we'll have to add few more text at the bottom of the each video. So let's add them. So at the bottom, so let's create a para. So this is not mandatory adding a para container, but I have a habit of doing that. Okay, so copy this one, same. So just copy the text and replace them for every object. Similarly, do the same for the last text. Okay, let's go to the website. So yeah, so this is how it looks like now. You just need to move the text to the bottom of each video. So for that we just need to create one more container. Place each frame, iFrame and its respective text into that. Okay, so you see the first one, it is placed properly. So let's do the same for the rest of them. Okay, done. So if I make it as a small screen, so all the text videos are placing properly. You see that? Done. So if you want to keep the text at the center, you just need to make it as a flex. Class name equal to flex column item center. Okay, done. So similarly we'll have to do for the rest of the items. Default export is not in React component page. What is this? Okay, okay, so everything is done now. So now we'll have to add the screenshots. So let's create a container first. So before that we'll need to import all the images. So I'll call them as image1. So if you see all the images from 1 to 7 in the public folder, so we'll need to import them. So badge, instead of badge it will be JPG. So this will be image2, this will be image3, image4, image5, image6 and image7. Okay, so let's import each and every image now. So I'll use the image property of next. So this will be source will be, the first one is image1. So width let's keep it as 640 and height let's keep it as 360. So this is image 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, so this is looking good. So let's make it flex and flex wrap, and width will be full, items center, justify center. Okay, so all the items are in the same one. Okay, so this is the font. Okay, so this is good, right? So instead of the last one, it is empty, so it is like standalone one. Let's add one more. So simply let's add the splash. Okay, looking good. Also let's add a gap of 2, so that we'll have some gap between each image. So let's see how it looks like in the small screen. Okay, small screen, everything is fit now. Cool, right? Everything is working fine. So if I make it big, so unless the size of the screen is too big, it's one line. Okay, so everything is looking good, right? So now you just need to place the badges at the bottom. Screenshots is done. Let's go to badges. Simply let's copy this one, paste it here. Okay, so you just need to add one text here. Get it now. Okay, right. So we just need to put format the position. So let's add class name. So this will be flex column, and let's wrap both the badges into one container, so that the flex will be applied only for the get it now text and the rest of the container. Oh, okay, sorry. So it should be here. Okay, we can remove this one. So the main container will have the flex column feature, and get it now is at the top, and these two should be also beside each other. So let's do one thing, create a class name. So add a flex of row, item center, justify center. Okay, cool, right? So everything is looking good. So we created the header, badges, trailer, and we added few gameplays, screenshots, and finally again the badges. Okay, so also the mobile is also looking good. So the web page is highly responsive. Okay, so everything is looking good. So if I click on any badges, it is taking me to the game pages. So this is the game page in its.io, and this is the game page in the Play Store. Cool. Alright, so that's all about this video, and if you like this video, share it with your friends, and also if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. So I'm going to develop a lot of games and websites, and I'm going to do a lot of tutorials. So if you are already subscribed, you must have already seen that, but if you are new, please subscribe so that it will motivate me to do more videos. Alright then, so we'll see you in the next video. Until then, you take care. Bye bye, see you.